Okay, quick test before we get underway. Sounds good to me. Let me pull up my trusty checklist of awesomeness and open my beverage of choice, which tonight will be a nice peach tea. There we go. That'll help us with maybe not dying so much. And of course, I just jinxed it. Checklist, check. Sound, check. Awesome. Good evening, folks. This is part 25 of the Elden Ring walkthrough. Give me 1 second here, make sure that I actually got the right part down. No, I didn't want to switch to my... There we go. Perfect. All right. It came up just peachy. Welcome to part 25 of the Elden Ring walkthrough. I am your host, and we are doing a walkthrough of Elden Ring in an attempt to bring some attention to cause my wife is going to be going for. Her and her group, the Mars Park Singers, have been invited out to New York City to perform at Carnegie Hall in January. Once in a lifetime experience, pretty awesome. However, they don't have the financial backing from anybody to be able to get out there. They have to foot the bill on their own. So, that's where I come in. Doing this is a way for me to help get eyes on her fundraiser. If you can donate, that is wonderful. If you cannot, do not feel obligated. You can just come in, laugh at me for a couple seconds and go, "You suck," and then bolt if you want to. Or if you like what you watch. Or if you just want to get eyes on the cause and you can't donate, maybe consider sharing the stream so that way other people can check it out. With that said, we are pretty much done over ground for a little while. And we're about to go check this bad boy out right here. We're about to finish up Ronnie's quest line. And as you can see, things around here have gotten a little hairy. There's now a gigantic hole in the middle of the earth right next to Fort Height. And the moon is out. Even better. During practice runs, this place gave me more than enough problems. Well, I am somewhat decent at this game, for right now anyway. There's a trader taken care of. Onwards to Nokron then. Go on, I'll catch up. Sweet. Shed a little light on the situation. Anyway, during practice runs, I didn't do terrible, but I didn't do great either. Oh god. I didn't do great, but I didn't do terrible either. Proceeds to die right away at the beginning of the walkthrough. Good job. Oh, Jesus, this is not a good telltale sign. What I was trying to say is that the bosses gave me a little trouble, mainly the bosses. Wasn't so much the stages, but now that, that's already happened, I guess this is a telling sign of what is about to happen for this portion of the playthrough. Jesus, man. Oh. So, moral of the story, slow the hell down. Let's get those back and carefully look. There we go. Should just be able to jump here. Awesome. And way down we go. It doesn't look like anything too terrible yet, but I'm going to pick up some free runes coming over this way. Really? There we go. Nokron, you are probably going to be the funniest episode if the beginning is any kind of indicator to go off of. Our first little item up for bids is up this way. God damn it, really? Oh, Jesus, it's going to be one of those. That's number 2. Son of a nutcracker, man. What am I doing? Come on, man. I'm having a hard time focusing tonight. And it's not because of sleep or anything like that. I can blame anything for whatever the case, but holy crap. Get it together, Steve. Okay, now that I've died twice in record time, oh my god. Yeah, it's a good thing I did not put on any rune arcs. That is just absolutely filthy what just happened. Okay, are we actually going to pay attention this time? Are we actually going to make it to where we need to go right off the bat? All right. Now, when you go up here, watch your footing. There is a hole in the roof. Son of a... I can hear a scarab. Look, I can see all 3 of you down here. Oh, there it is over there. Yeah, there we go. All right, I feel invincible. Big question is, can my arc get over there? Yep. And we should get absolutely nothing. I guess that was a health refill. A flutter by and a leap. Okay, no holes in the ground. Jesus. And we can pick up the random stuff on the way through. There's nothing too important. Maybe I can pick up an extra brain cell on the way. Quick little fall, quick little fall. Ouch. God, are you kidding me? Oh, I am not paying attention tonight. Why am I so stupid? Tonight might not be a good night. Might be very entertaining for you guys, though. You know, I did the practice run. I didn't die a single time to stage falls. It was always to bosses, and now I am just getting my anus destroyed. All because of dumb mistakes. There we go. And there we go. All right, now pay attention. Do not do what I do. Good friggin' Lord. You deserve that. Do not roll back down that way, you idiot. Jeez. How in the heck? Goodbye, sir. Good. Let's grab this before I do anything else that's stupid. Let me get a second to get my bearings. Because that was that was us. 3 right off the bat. 3. Dumb. Dumb. There we go. lot of times you don't want to rush in like that, because if you do, oh yeah, that's right. Ghost Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing. A lot of times if you rush in like that, it ends up being really bad for you guys. There's that. That is the anger and frustration coming out. Ooh, yes. Anybody else that wants to knock me off the edge? Perfect. Pretty much all this area is just going around, collecting whatever you find. It's a pretty tiny area. And not too much you have to worry about. There's no other enemies except for these guys over here. Somber 4. You know me, I gotta pick up my mushrooms. It's all good. See, now I'm all flustered because, man, 3 right off the bat just because of stupid stage deaths, man. Like, how dumb can you be? Well, I could be even dumber. Really? Okay. Not playing around with you. Not playing around with you. There, we got the Great Shield Ashes. Those can be pretty handy if you decide to invest in them. If you don't, not a big deal. There is one in particular that everybody uses coming up in this area. And it's almost universal that as soon as they pick up these Spirit Ashes, they just go, okay, forget everything else. And yet there are some very, very handy Spirit Ashes that come from this place. Here, eat an arrow. That's good for a respec. All right, next up, I think free runes. I can never turn those down. I think there's something down in the little gazebo down there. Oh, you came up quicker than I thought you would. There, perfect. Perfect. And then when we go down here, make sure that you turn around. Another rune arc. Very good to have. Anyway, when we get up here, we're going to do something very unorthodox. We're going in naked. This is ultimate boss cheese. Now that you are good to go, I can put back on at least that. Not a good day for you, ma'am. There we go. Larval tear and a silver mask. Alright, let's take a little bit to get refocused here. Because trust me, we're going to need it in this next area. Let's go... I really should sort out my chest one of these times. Staphylos. Lusats. We'll go bow. Too high. Bow. Bow? Bow. Bow. And seal. Oh, I can't use it. Well, you know what? Right now we got plenty of these. I can let a couple go. Let's get that up. There. Yeah. And there we go. Talismans. I'm going to make sure I have Graven School, Magic Charm, and for my personal sanity, I am going to go with, where am I here? Physical defense. I could do this, but really, I just need physical defense right now. My God, man, that was an absolutely terrible run of that area. Well, at least we got this coming up here. I think all this scarab drops is a stone. I can see you. Good night. Somber 5. Perfect. Now down here I am able to use the horse. Oh, good catch. Sometimes they get so well blended into the background that you can't figure out where they are. Nice. And he is not happy with what just happened down there. Okay, so it looks like we can one-shot with a charged attack with those guys. Some thin bones. And we are also going to mark on our maps where we light these fires. So let's go there. Okay, I think, yeah, there's nowhere else we need to drop down. So we'll go this way. Well, before we do that, there we go. Let's find the site of grace before we do something stupid first. And then we can come back to that. If you're following along verbatim or whatever the case, don't worry about picking that stuff up. Does not matter. You can pick it up at your own pace. And really, we would just want to jump down here. Very good for a smithing stone 5. There's nothing back this way. Yeah, that's what I thought. And we're going to run all the way down here because we can pick up another talisman. Somehow I survived that. I got a warp anyway, so it doesn't matter if I do that or not. Search around up here for any kind of stuff we might be interested in for crafting materials. Drop down here. As you can see, this room has a couple of deals. Clarifying Harm Charm is what we were here for. And just for your viewing pleasure, does this place look familiar to you yet? At all? Nothing? We already cleared that area out. That was the first part of the whatchamacallit down here. So there's Worshipper's Woods, Schaffer Riverbank. This is, no, the Mimic Tier is not where we did anything, but We were already down there, just for your reference. All right. Most of the stuff we're doing down here is obelisk related. We only need to light 6. We've already got 1. So, I want to take care of the hardest one down here to worry about first. That's not the hardest. But I'm still getting there. There we go. So down here we have another Red Wolf of Radigan that we got to worry about. Is not going to be fun. That one's taken care of. And the Red Wolf is through those trees. But is hounded by a pack of wolves. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with you doing that. Here's some tracking. Here's some more tracking. There. And just in time for a refill. Oh, this is going to suck. This is one I died on a couple times. So, you know, I don't get it. I will die a couple times on a mini boss or a regular boss, and then in regular runs, not die at all, and then in practice runs, I will never die on the stages, but on the real runs, I die 3 times right when the walkthrough happens. I don't get it. There we go. Do we get a refill? Nope. That's okay. I will take those. I hear a scarab. I see a scarab. Let's mark this up real quick. So that's 1, 2, 3 down. I'll take that. And hopefully I'll take this. There we go. We should get a refill. Yeah, full refill. Very good. keep forgetting about my carrion slicer. I really should utilize that more because that can be overpowered. Apparently murder doesn't... Goodbye. And a full refill. Very good. There's another scarab and kerplow. What do we get? Enchanted shot. Very good. One, two, three, four. We just need two more, and I know where those are. But before we do anything about that, we are going to go across that way. Mostly for collector's purposes. There's an item over there that you might be interested in, but it's all good if you are not. There we go. Okay, see some glove warts down there, so we can give that a quick little whoopsie-doo and go on through. There. Again, some free runes. And now, in order to get up there and across, probably already saw it over here, but leap up, leap up, leap up, leap up. I said, leap up, leap up. And be very careful as you go, because there are still holes that you have to jump across here. Right here. Fall down into the cauldron. And waiting for you at the end is a baby's head. Woohoo! In order to get back out, you can climb the same way up. Jump up. and jump right back across. Kaboom! Let's get some light down here. Okay, no more shoreline going over that way, so we got to double back. Much easier just to use your horse going back up. Sorry for the lack of dialogue with you tonight. Like I've done before, whenever I get into a mode where I have just been getting annihilated, I tend to concentrate a little bit more, and sometimes I forget to let the speaky speak out. And considering I've already... Oh, I see you, sir. I'll trade you on that. Get rid of that jerk first. Can I hit you from here? Yes, I can. Very good. And we got a refill. Awesome. Whoa, look at all the venison down there that we could hit. All right, shining. Oh, we got a headpiece. Very good. That is a very astute observation. That deserves a good appraisal. All right, here is obelisk number 5. And the other one's going to be down around this area. Easiest for us just to get our sneak on. We'll be back up here real quick. I think there's people tucked along this wall here. I can't remember. Nope, apparently not. But there are 2 little jerks down that way. And we got a group refill out of that. Very nice. Maybe we can get a 2 for here. Got him. Very nice. We should just be able to walk over here. Trina's lily is perfect. And presto, boss room will be open. There you are. Do not. We'll do the boss room first just because we can get the last talisman that we need in this area with a quick little rush past where we need to go. Let's go in. This will be a very familiar boss for you guys. What the? I didn't kill anybody. I already took my flask. That's okay. In we go. Summon our buddy. Two, three. I completely did that too late. Oh, good. I want to redo it this. There we go. And we got a trophy for it. Regal Ancestor Spirit. Remembrance of the Regal Ancestor. Yeah, those guys came back anyway. That sucks. Remove all the map markers, and what we'll do, because here's what's going to happen. We're going to warp back here. Going to come this way. We're going to go behind up here, and then we're going to leap along these areas to get another talisman. And then the only other thing left is a stone sword key, which is up along these back cliffs and down by some jellyfish. Let's do this. And yes, you can just go right up and through. Does not matter. That's not where we want to turn. This is where we want to turn. But we need a Trina's Lily first. Modeled necklace, and then back here by the jellyfish. Right here. I was going to get off my horse. Turn radiuses kind of make me nervous right now. Pick that up, and you can run over here to the next Site of Grace. Somebody was texting me. I apologize for that little pause. I'm going to take a seat here, and then I need to take a quick break. Oh, perfect. We still got quite a while left on this, so I just need a quick bathroom break. No smokes or anything like that, but I am going to be right back, so give me a couple minutes. All right. Apologies for that. Had to take a quick bathroom break. And then I had to get resituated because my little orange buddy cat over here, Terror, was trying to get my attention about a very serious matter. We have thus taken care of it. Oh, wait, maybe we haven't. He's putting his paws on me because, oh, now he's headbutting the microphone. Hi, buddy. There you go. He's like, Dad, you already sucked tonight. You already died 3 times. Well, sir, in this section, I'm about to die a whole lot more. So, hang on to your butts. I'm really pushing it for this, but that's fine for the wondrous physic. And let's reset again. Yep, it's one of these bad boys again. Yeah, come on, dude. And run. And rinse, lather, repeat. Should be 2 more parry attacks. Oh, no, sir. Sir, I'm going to need you to calm all the way down. Nope, you still got 1 more. Perfect. Now, as long as you're over here, boom, boom. Pick up a missionary cookbook. And then over in... There's another tower right over there. There's a scarab that we can take out, and he will give us a skill, I believe. Oh, everybody say hi to the wife. The wife has zombified herself out of the bed, and now Bumbles is on the prowl. Hun, I've already done... Within like 5 minutes of the walkthrough starting, I already died 3 times.
Oh.
And it was all because I fell down some goddamn pits. Derp. Well, thank you. Terrible.
That sounds terrible.
So terrible.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. Bumbles thinks it's terrible too, apparently. Taro doesn't care. He's just watching. He's like, I see you do this all the time, Dad. Yes, Bumbles, kick the mouse. Get the mouse. Be the mouse. Yep, he's doing a speak. Well, he's going towards the kitchen. He probably wants you to feed him something. Like, I don't know, all the tasty treats. Apparently he does. While we wait for the wife to feed delicious treats to Bumbles, let's go over here, across the way. Yeah, see, he's not... Oh, that's right, I can't get over there. Yeah, ranged battle here would be good. Because that guy... I'm not so sure I can parry that guy very well, but maybe I can give it a shot. Maybe he has a couple of attacks I can bait out, too. I don't know, sweetheart. What do you think? I know you know absolutely nothing about Elden Ring, but do you think I could bait some attacks out of that I can parry with? That was the response of all time. That will be a response that lives. Yeah, we have dumb cats. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I'm going to go die a few more times. Have fun. Try to sleep in, too. It'll be the first time this week you get to sleep in. Yay! Night, night. I get your reference, sir. That deserves a good appraisal. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off. How about we try this? Can I knock him off? That is the question. Nope. Oh, I'm fucked. I mean, I'm screwed. Yes. It's you over there, sir. Okay, well that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I got a full refill anyway. Somber 6. What do I have for stones anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing a 7. I'm missing a 7. That's already up. I could actually get that up one more level. Especially now that my... Hi, guys. What kind of shenanigans? Oh, Jesus. Sir, you cannot do that when my wife is texting. Siri, stop listening. Okay. Now that we are done with that, I can't remember if there's anything really important back here, but I know there might be some stones. Might be. Can I hit you from all the way back here? Sure can. Matter of fact, I can get you all from out there. Perfect. Oh, that's cheap. You used the wall. Yeah, there was nothing too important back there. That's okay. We'll still take what we can get. Oh! Sir, once again, I must ask you to refrain. Never made it over here. Okay, nothing back there. If this doesn't work out, I can always start it back up by standing on the other side of that doorway. Alright. Very nice. Very evil. Let's get the night comet back on. Boy, what a view of the first area. I don't know, man. With my skill level, I feel like I should be back down there. Let's go back up these stairs, back out the door, and then off to the right again. And you are going to run into a gentleman sitting out here on the shelf. Hello. It asks you if you want to hand over the twinned armor set if you received that earlier from finishing up Dee's quest. In case you don't know what he's saying, he's actually calling out for his brother, Dee, who is actually named Dario. What do you have to say? Praise the stars indeed. Alright, it's about to get real up in here. So real. We're going to have Banished Knight Engvall out. Going to get him. And you're going to summon your new friend. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I know that there's going to be two bosses in here that you have to beat at the same time. The area in here, it usually works out well for me if I cut immediately to the right and run to the back. So that way it draws one of them over, and then when the second one appears, you still have enough time to try and finish off that first one. Let's see how this works. Yeah, right back in here. But apparently I got to go forward a little bit first. Yep. As soon as that boss bar comes up, get back. Bad start. All right, one's down. Good start. Let's top off. Poor Engvall. He didn't make it, but somehow we were able to. Thank you, D, Beholder of Death. Because D stands for death. Before you leave, you can head back to this portion of the area, and there is a site of grace that you can hit up. Which is smart, because you will have to come back here later for another area. We are not hitting that area up yet. We will get destroyed. Alright, the next portion is going to be where we get the good stuff. So now that we have the Great Waterfall Basin picked off, ready and good to go, Aqueduct facing cliffs is not where we're going to go. We're going to go back to the Ancestral Woods. Because now we're going to hit up Nokron proper. Whereas before, we'd face out to the northeast and do our thing that way. We're going to turn a complete 180. And we're going to do some rooftop hopping. Hiya! Come down here. Bumbles just used the litter box and now he's losing his goddamn mind. I'm not sure about that guy, but okay. That's fine if you go ahead and shoot me, that's fine. There we go. And we got a refill. See, Night Comet does such a good job handling enemies at this point that it's like, it's almost a no-brainer to be able to go with this because it's a good distance deal. The only other one that can give it a run for its money is, hold on, I can even show you. Picked it up way earlier. Frenzied Burst. This thing is like a sniper shot, and it's powerful. What the? Yeah, I come back here for a couple of butterflies. That's cool. Why is my camera doing that? That's almost the second time that it's almost made me completely mess up there. Anyway, let's jump across here first. I thought there was something over here, but I guess I was wrong. Yep, death. Instead, what we're going to do is come over here. We know there's no death over here. Well, if you're not careful, there's death. Come through here. Nothing we got to worry about for sniping. There is a better area for us to snipe that big old ball in. Oh, you're just a health guy. I won't waste you. If you can get a refill, why not get a refill? Use some stone keys over here. And say hello to one of the strongest and best spirit ashes you can get. The Mimic Tear. You are going to love this thing. Let's do a quick check. Grave ghosts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. I need to get 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then I can max him out. So can't really use him to the greatest of abilities yet, but very shortly we will be able to... I don't want you turning into a silver tear, so go ahead and eat that, sir. Go ahead and get yourself a little jumpy jump over here. Jump up here and through the window, and you get yourself another weapon. Now you have an easy place to snipe Mr. Big Ball down there. There you go. Okay, I know that there is... yeah, look, I can see you over there. Matter of fact, I know... Yeah, there you are. You can't hide from me. I know you're down there. There's just that one. You can roll down. Pick up another tier for your respecking purposes. We shouldn't have any more. No comfort ahead except here. How did you... One of these days I'm going to figure out how people do that. Jump with care, I suppose. Perfect. Let's get ourselves a little centered before we make that mad dash to the end out there. And just because we can, we will. And you can stop him before he becomes a troll. Literally. Nothing really back in these corners. I don't think there's anything back in these corners either, but it's always worth a double check. Because if you don't, you might miss something. You might kick yourself for it later. So, looks like we are squared away. Good to go. Let's go up these stairs. Inside the treasure chest, you will find Finger Slayer Blade, which is a key item, and a great ghost glovewort. What does it say in the inventory about this stuff? Hidden treasure of the eternal city of Nokron. The hidden treasure of the eternal city of Nokron. A blade said to have been born of a corpse. This blood-drenched fetish is proof of the high treason committed by the eternal city and symbolizes its downfall. Cannot be wielded by those without a fate, but it is said to be able to harm the greater will and its vassals. If you recall, Rogier was looking for something like this. Ronnie is definitely going to be interested that we found this. So guess what? We are done with Nokron for now. Let's go back above ground. And let's go to Ronnie's Rise. Call your elevator back down. You don't die if you fall down there. It's just a pain in the butt to keep running back up the stairs every time you miss out on something. Ask me how I know. It's not like I'm prone to falling or anything. Wah, wah. Now, if you are given this message, I'll even do this with you. Administer Amber Draught. You can click yes, so that way you complete Selvius's quest line. However, you're going to have to go back to the Church of Vows, and you're going to have to use a Celestial Dew and wipe that out.
Well, this is a most unpleasant awakening. The depths of wickedness never fail to surprise me. I am saddened that thou wouldst succumb to such depravity, led astray by Celavis with devious tonic in hand. Didst thou think to have thy way with me? Begone, hapless scum. I won't have another whiff of thy rotten breath.
Trust me, do not talk to her again. Instead, here's what we're going to do. We are going to go back to the Church of Vows. And since we already have a Celestial Dew, your sins have been absolved. Do I have anything to give you, Mr. Dog?
Greetings.
No, I do not. I do have some stuff I could buy, though. I'll at least buy you out of that stuff. I already have you.
I see you have undergone absolution. The miracle that blossoms from these grounds. Good. As such, the bond you may have strained or severed has been restored to its rightful state of harmony. Be mindful not to take for granted the serenity restored by this miracle. And take care never to break a bond again.
Nice. Now we can go back to Ronnie. So you didn't want to talk to her after she told you to get out. Because if you talk to her again, instant friggin' death. And I've already died enough this episode. You couldn't possibly want to see me die again, would you? Don't answer that. We're going back upstairs. And up we go. Hello.
Ah, It was thee, not blithe it seemeth. Even in my slumber I sensed it. It is in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My thanks. Finally all the pieces are in place. Soon must I begin my journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. Ah, but before I leave, I shall entrust thee with this.
Very much important.
My thanks for thy sterling efforts. A strange gift, perhaps. But a rare sort such as thee would welcome it, I'm sure. I am certain now. Fate steered us to our reunion. I must thank Torrent, too, for his part. You may leave now. It was but brief. But thou gavest me fine service. What is it? You may go. I too am to depart on a journey. Upon the dark path, only I may tread.
And she won't say anything more. She is done. However, let's go check on our boy Selvus really quick. And Orange Boy is trying to burrow underneath some blankets. He is not cold. He just wants to burrow. Let me see if I can help him. Here you go. Hey. I don't know what you're looking for, but what are you doing, sir? Here. Hello, sir. I helped you as much as I can. There's only so much I can do with a single brain cell. And there's only so much you can do with a single brain cell. Together, between the two of us, I would have thought 2 brain cells would have been more than enough to figure out how to get underneath a blanket. Alas, I was incorrect. Selvus, buddy, what's going on over... Uh-oh. Oh, he dead. So I get his costume, his bell bearing. I'm glad he's dead. The guy was an utter jerk. I believe we also have to check on... Yep, we also have to check on his buddy down in the other part. That doesn't sound good. His puppets turned against him. No good, sir. Got Dolores, the sleeping arrow puppet, and then his puppets just standing around him. Glad that he is now completely gone. And that is why you don't go against Ronnie. That's bad juju. All right, we are quickly extending into a time frame that I believe should be sufficient enough to end, but let's set it up for the next run. We're going to be going to the Carrion Study Hall, otherwise known as the Divine Tower, which is right here. And to get there, easiest way to go is the Eastern Tableland. Dude, I am on a horse. You are not going to be able to catch. Look at that. If you got a horse, you might stand a chance. There we go. New site of grace discovered. Now, we're going to go through this twice next time. And after the second time, we're able to cross the bridge. Except there's a little boss in this area that we have to be very careful about. And then we can go up here and we can ascend the Divine Tower. So, I think I will call it quits there for tonight. The fact that I only died 3 times at the beginning of the walkthrough because I was just too stupid to pay attention is decent. I just wish it would have been to a couple of enemies. Good Lord, that was embarrassing. But so is my normal gameplay. Woohoo! Anyway, I appreciate you guys. If you watch this live, thank you very much for coming in and checking it out for a few minutes, or if you stayed for the whole thing, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you a glutton for punishment? If you're watching this at a later date, once again, thank you very much. Very much appreciated for getting eyes on the cause that I'm trying to raise money for my wife for, and hopefully we can get it to enough people that maybe we can raise enough funds to be able to have the whole thing paid for. Who knows? You're under no obligation to donate whatsoever. It's just appreciated that you give the stream a chance. So thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in and checking it out. And we should be back. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow night, but I will be back on Saturday night. I know tomorrow night I do have a obligation that I am going to try to attend. And if I stay too late at that, obviously I don't want to be streaming starting at 1 o'clock in the morning, even though I'm up way later than that to begin with. But for sure Saturday I should be back. And we'll start this all over again. So, yeah, I guess we'll just kind of go from there. Thanks a lot for stopping by and giving this a shot. It's very much appreciated. And that's all I really have for you tonight. Hope you have a good night, or if you're on the other side of the world, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And hopefully I get to run into you again. Thank you so much. We'll catch you later.